What's up, my friends? Welcome back to Frogboy X1 Gaming. I'm Andrew, and today I want to talk about something that clearly, that clearly is obvious. I personally am not a good critic. I mean, if you haven't noticed that, then I don't know what I don't know how to spell it out for you. But clearly, I am not a good critic. I am way too easy on things. I don't have to be mad at every single thing I buy. I mean, if you haven't noticed that, like, I can still enjoy video games. I can still enjoy buying products. I can still enjoy life because I'm not so freaking cynical and like, I'm not, yeah, I'm not a good critic. Like, face it, man. If you're coming here to this channel for my view on things, just know that, like, dude, I don't have a grudge against the world. I don't have a grudge against multi-billion-dollar corporations. I'm not out there unless they're Nvidia, clearly. But yeah, dude, I don't even hold a grudge against Nvidia. Yeah, dude, I like the AMD experience better. It's just easier for me to play and enjoy my games with. That's all that matters to me, is enjoying my video games. So when I give a game like Spider-Man 2 or Suicide Squad or any of them other games a 10, it's just because, like, dude, I really enjoyed those games. I don't have anything against them, paying the money for the game, and it didn't break me or nothing like that. Dude, there's been multiple games that I've bought that I haven't finished that I'm just like, they're not terrible, but I'm not into them. So I don't finish them. I like think about it. I literally just bought Pacific Drive. I don't really care to finish that. Banishers, Ghosts of New Eden. I'll probably finish that one because I like the world. Enshrouded. I like the game, but I'm just not hooked. What else did I buy recently? Grand Blue Fantasy. I got like halfway into that game, and then I'm just like, I don't really care about this one anymore. So I quit playing it. What else do I got? You know what I mean? Like, Nightingale. It's cool. I like the, but I'm not gonna finish that game. So I mean, that's the thing, man. When I actually get through a game and get a review out, that means that game entertained me enough that I got to experience the full game and put out a review. And that's usually pretty exciting for me. I mean, it really is. If I can get through a game, play through that game, and then put out a review for it, that's pretty exciting for me, man. I do, and I review those. Have you seen me review any of these other games I've bought? Dude, I've got a whole freaking, like, let's see. What do I got in here? I got, what is that? 46 racing games, and then 179 other games that are not racing games, all on Steam. And that's just on Steam. That's just Steam. If we go over to the Ubisoft store, or we go to EA, or we go to the Epic store, that's at least another 30 games on top of what I already have just on Steam. So yeah, man, there's a lot of games that I've been buying, especially on PC. I'm trying to rebuild my collection over here on PC, and usually when the games go on sale, I can get them really cheap, and then, I can add them back to my collection. I can go back and I can play them or do whatever. But that's the thing, my friends. I'm not a very good critic. I am too nice on things, and I know that. So, I mean, coming here to my comment section and telling me that like, or like faulting me for that, like, dude, I'm not a good critic. I'm not a good tech expert. I'm none of that. I'm a consumer, man. And I've stated that multiple times. I'm not a professional freaking game reviewer. I'm not a professional product reviewer, but I am getting better at it. I am seeing, I am putting some work into getting better at that. But yeah, dude, I can only give you my experience. And that's the thing, man. My experience is not bought. It's not paid for. It's something that I get to make up my own mind on, and I get to bring you that content for that. That's me as a consumer. I am a little bit more forgiving than most people, apparently. Like, most people are like, yeah, it better be perfect, or it better be just some average PlayStation game for them to be like, yeah, this is incredible. See, I mean, like, dude, if you think there's a fault with the way I review games and the way I see things, and you clearly don't see that every single freaking reviewing site out there is absolutely crap, I don't know what to tell you, man. Like, I don't know what to tell you. if you can't see what's going on across the board in the video game landscape, like seriously, if you're blind and you can't see that, if you think my reviews are bad when I buy my games, I play them, and then I decide, you know, the ones that get through, the ones that get reviewed are the ones that I'm like, yeah, dude, that was good enough to keep my attention and have me playing it to completion. If you're saying that those reviews from me are bad, but you don't question anybody else's reviews that are like, yeah, this game is good or this one's trash, or I don't know what to tell you, man. Like, I don't know what to tell you. I really don't. If you can't see what's wrong with gaming reviews and journalism and all of that, you know, I admit, like, I'm not a good critic. I'm not a good critic. I review what I want to review. I finish what I want to finish, what interests me. So, oh wait. That actually makes me a good critic. If I review the stuff that I finish and I don't know. See, I'm still trying to figure that out. I don't know. I don't know if I'm a good critic or not. I just give you my opinion that comes from me after my experience with the product. And I try to do that the best way I can. Like, if you haven't noticed, I don't follow what everybody else does. I mean, I've said this multiple times, you know, I never get the memo before I'm supposed to post a review or do something like that. I never get the memo. I don't. So I don't know what I'm supposed to say, what everybody else is saying when everybody decides to just freak out on a game. And I usually enjoy those games. So I don't understand, like, why there's so much freak out over so much out there. It confuses me every single time, because games that I like and I love and I enjoy, like Forspoken, everybody seems to hate. I wonder why. Like, why is that? Please tell me why it is that I can play these games and I can enjoy them after spending my own money on them and not feeling, you know, bad about spending $70 on them. How is it that everybody else can hate these games, trash them, but I can love them? Like, what's going on, man? There has to be something, because, like, seriously, I don't have, like, I don't owe these companies anything. They don't owe me anything. Like, I don't go out of my way to be like, oh, that game's getting trashed, I'm going to defend it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't do that. I mean, everybody's out there saying that, like, yeah, Helldivers 2 is awesome. I actually got into a few missions today. I actually got through a few missions on that today, and I'm looking at that game and I'm like, yeah, this is kind of cool, but at the same time, like, this isn't something that I'm gonna play over and over and over again. Like, the loop hasn't clicked with me. So I don't know. I mean, like, I've played a few missions now. Like, I've got in there. I've played a few missions. I've extracted myself a couple of times on a couple of different missions, and I'm like, okay, like, I get it. You know, you go there, you do the mission, and then you call in for extraction. Maybe some of those missions get bigger and bolder and better, you know, as time goes on and stuff. So yeah, I can see, like, the gameplay loop of Helldivers, but then at the same time, like, I don't care about that gameplay loop. I don't care about that. I'm not drawn to the experience that Helldivers 2 is offering, you know, at least single player wise. Maybe if I had, like, a good group of people and we were playing it, maybe it'd be a different story. But I've never been that kind of, like, I've never really been that big. I've never really been that big on live service games. I just really never have. I do like my single player games that continue to add expansions, you know, like my Assassin's Creeds and stuff like that. I do like that kind of stuff. But when it comes to, like, live service, like battle passes and all of that stuff, no, I don't normally care about those games. Like, the only reason I really like Skull and Bones is because it's Skull and Bones, and you can play it like a single player game, and, you know, like, there's missions to keep me going, and there's exploration, and you can get off the ship and explore and stuff. I like that. Is it the best game in the world? Probably not. But is it fun for me to play for 20, 30 hours? Absolutely. Can I get more hours out of that? Possibly. I mean, but like the online stuff, I'm noticing that, like, yeah, dude, there's some stuff in there that, like, you're gonna have to play with other people, and I don't necessarily think that's bad, but at the same time, I don't know. Like, it's one of those games where, like, I'm enjoying my time with it now, and I'm having fun with that. I'm having fun with that, and I'm not, you know, really engaged in playing with anybody yet. But yeah, guys, when it comes to being a game critic or a reviewer or anything like that, man, I'm just a regular person. I'm not here to. I mean, I'm not really trying to be like a professional reviewer or anything like that. I'm only trying to give you my experience of that. And when I like a game like Suicide Squad or some of these other games, it's just because like I like them. I got through the game and I beat it and I had a good time with it. So yeah, dude, I just want to say, look, man, this game was fun. I enjoyed that. But dang, dude, like you guys have some of the most unrealistic expectations I've ever seen when it comes to video games. Or maybe I just have the lowest expectations ever when it comes to video games. I don't know. I don't know, man. I just like to play video games. That's it. I like to play new video games. I like to experience them. I don't know. I am kind of just one, like, I go through a game really, really quick, and then I'm like, okay, and then I move on to the next one. That's just always been my thing. That's why I do very well in a multi-console and PC experience, because I'm never dry. I've always got something to jump to, and that's why I do good that way. That's why I do good. So, all right, my friends, if you guys like this content, do not forget to like and subscribe. Just know that, like, I don't go out of my way to take... I don't take a lot of this stuff as seriously as most people do. Man, it's just video games. It's literally just video games. I mean, seriously, like video games. Really, video games, bro. Ooh, video games. So, all right, guys. We'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.